radio.
Are you who we're looking for? We currently have a rare opening for account executives for our Birmingham stations. These positions will require someone who is self-motivated and able to motivate others, and they won't last long. If you think you have what we're looking for, send your resume to Crawford Broadcasting, 127 Broadway, Suite 200, Birmingham, Alabama, 35209, or you may email your resume to wbjcfcareers@yahoo.com. Apply today to see if you can be a part of the team at Crawford Broadcasting.
Multiple sclerosis destroys connection. So it's only fitting that connection would be its greatest enemy. You know.
Over 50, you can still register as an organ and tissue donor.
Call 1-866-99-DONATE. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
Hey, Dad, help me out. Who was the 23rd president of the United States?
Oh, that's easy. It was Benjamin Harrison.
All right, here's another one for you. Who was basketball's MVP in 1964?
Come on, I thought this would be a challenge. It was Oscar Robertson.
Okay, here's an easy one. That medicine you're taking, is it okay to take it with your daily vitamin or aspirin?
Well, you know, I'm not too sure if I...
And since you're starting to feel better, do you need to keep taking it, or can you stop?
Well, I didn't actually ask my doctor about that.
Dad, these are the types of facts you need to know.
It's important to be smart and safe with your medicines. Learn more by visiting ahrq.gov/consumer and search for the guide, Your Medicine. Be smart, be safe. Or call 1-800-358-9295 to get your free copy. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
This is Dave Ramsey on Alabama's powerful news talk, 101.1 The Source.
your iPhone or your Droid. Thank you so much for having us right in the palm of your hand, right where you want us. Coming up next, Queen, on their album A Night at the Opera. It is Bohemian Rhapsody. Goes out to my buddy Hal, listening down in Anniston on Rock 105.9.
Is your home Well, that narrows it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
In fact, I believe it gets us down to just one who qualifies. But we've got other qualifications. Isaiah 7:14 says, "Behold, the Lord himself will give you a sign. A virgin will conceive and bear a son." So this descendant of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Judah, and David, was born in Bethlehem, who has to be born between 0 and 33 AD, and die around 33 AD, had to be born of a virgin. Now, who in the history does history claim and religion claim to be born of a virgin?
Jesus.
Jesus, there's only one. And so his miraculous birth pictures that. Then his nature. A child will be born, a son given, Isaiah 9. The government on his shoulders. His name shall be called Pele, Miracle Worker, Wonder Worker, Mighty God. He claimed to be God. Everlasting Father. Who said, "I am the Father"? Prince of Peace. So now this thing is really narrowing down. It had to be come from Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Judah, David, born in Bethlehem, crucified, then killed, murdered, cut off in 33 AD. Had to be born of a virgin, and had to be God on earth. Well, not many qualify here. And I think I took a handful. This is just 10 prophecies. And when you look at them and you look down the course of history, there's only one. And there is salvation in no other than the name Jesus. We'll be back with Center.
Over. So Peter walks in. Now we're all here in the presence of God to listen to everything the Lord has commanded you to tell us. Then Peter began to speak. The lights are coming on. I now realize how true it is that God shows no favoritism, but accepts men from every nation who fear him and do what is right. You know the message God sent to the people of Israel, telling the good news of peace through Jesus Christ, who is Lord of all. And then skip down to verse 44. In verse 44, while Peter was still speaking these words, he starts preaching the gospel. The Holy Spirit came on all those who heard the message. The circumcised believers who had come with Peter were astonished at the gift of the Holy Spirit had been poured out even on the Gentiles. When they heard them speaking in tongues and praising God, then Peter said, "Can anyone keep these people from being baptized with water? They receive the Holy Spirit just as we do." Acts 2. Churches baptism, Peter, edification. Acts chapter 8. Next to it, they hear, they have the Holy Spirit in it. They check it out. It's legit. Now they're under the umbrella of the church. They pray for them. There's a manifestation. Now they get the Holy Spirit. Acts chapter 10. Cornelius. They don't get to pray. They don't get to talk. They don't get to explain. While he's preaching, boom, it happens. The Jews are going, this is just like Acts 2. They come, God will say, we got it. I guess God loves Gentiles. Now, notice there's one other passage, Acts chapter 19. This is sort of one of those, I wonder what's going on passages. We're now in the Apostle Paul's ministry. And there was a group of people apparently who were zealous. And John the Baptist said, "Behold, I am the forerunner of the Messiah, and one is coming greater than me." And some of his disciples got so fired up about telling people about the Messiah, they went on a mission trip. And while they were going on their mission trip to tell everyone about how the Messiah is going to come, the Messiah came. and say, look, this is how it happened.